Okay.
Alright, so
we
we're
start.
back. So yeah, pretty much I was just saying that, the amount of ground covered and like looking back on just the 8 days of riding that we've actually done so far, all the miles that we've covered, all the things we've seen, the people we've met, and the experiences that we've had. I mean, it's like just those 8 days would probably be enough to last me like an entire summer as far as the stuff that we've done and seen and experienced and stuff like that. So that's really cool. Alright, so the computer.
What has been your favorite stop so far from Brittany grade 12?
Easy. Well, for us. I don't know what you're
So it's not really a stop, but there's this one road that went up sort of the foothills of the Sierra Nevadas through El Dorado,
The El Dorado
National
National
Forest.
Oh, what was that, 88?
Gorgeous.
Before we got to 80.
Yeah, Oma Ranch, yeah.
Yeah, Oma Ranch.
It was like beautiful trees and wildflowers, and you didn't see a single car.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Nice
it was
windy climb.
completely silent. Just gorgeous, ginormous cedar trees everywhere.
Yeah, that's probably the most beautiful stretch of road I've ever ridden on.
One quick note about the riding, like I thought it might be a little more car heavy, but it's been pretty car light, and people have been real nice. Most people give you a whole lane of space,
or at least half a lane.
Yeah.
You occasionally get the pickup truck that blows by and almost takes off your shoulder, but I think it was only experienced maybe 4 so far on the entire trip.
Yeah, people are really fun.
And I think we'll go with Eureka, Nevada.
Eureka, Nevada, definitely. Great people, great food, great sunsets, great weather, fun dogs, good neighbors, beds.
We'll tell you to vacation there. If you want a small town to raise your kids, I would look into it.
Definitely a good place to go. I'll probably end up there again at some point.
Yeah.
For some unknown reason.
It's really, I'm really sad that Mike and Shelley didn't get to see a sunset there, a good sunset.
Yeah. It looks like a Hawaiian sunset or something. It was huge and gorgeous.
What is who's the most interesting person you've met? By Brad, the director.
Anybody have an actual answer for that one?
I'd say we met some interesting people tonight.
That's definitely
yeah.
So
Mayor of Ely.
me and Jesse couldn't find the church we're staying at tonight. This is in Ely, Nevada, spelled E-L-Y, and so Jesse,
we just stopped. We were like, Mike was like, hey, let's check if we got cell service. We just because we got directions to the nearest church and we went there and it wasn't the right one. So Mike was like, oh, let's see if we got cell service. So this lady walked around the corner. She looked friendly. So I'm like, hey, how are you? Do you know where the First Baptist Church is? And she told us where it was, and then she asked us if we were hungry or if we had any plans for food, and said that their Chamber of Commerce was having a picnic-y type thing across the street, and she was like, oh, we pay for food over there. And so there was no food plans, so we told Mike and Shelley to come down, and we headed over, and we had burgers and hot dogs and homemade potato salad and this rice shrimp salad stuff, and that was really good. And root beer floats and everything. And then they're going to run a story in their paper, and they want to post our posters all over town. And it was great. I mean, you don't get much better than having a picnic with the Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, so. The hilarious part was it was like 60s theme, and I didn't really know this upon coming there, so I just thought everyone in town was a bunch of hippies, like just left over or something, because the way they were talking and the music, it was like flower power and this, that, and the other. I was like, all right, this is cool. Ely is trying to be in the 60s or something, but then I found out that no, it's not normal.
But yeah, it was cool. So the mayor, he was interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't think the most interesting person.
Yeah. There was that one guy in Austin who would just talk our ear off.
Oh,
He was pretty funny.
He was funny.
Oh yeah.
What about some of the people we stay with couch surfing though?
Yeah, some of them were definitely interesting. I don't know. I'm going to go with my personal most interesting as being the Rankins, which were an older couple of the church that we stayed with in Eureka. And I'm going to say that they were just interesting just because they were on the elderly side. And I think while we were there, I probably heard about 85% of their life stories. So that definitely has to qualify for interesting because they had a lot to talk about and there was a lot to listen to.
It was cool hearing the perspective on some different things.
Mm.
It has some history. Can you think about it in minutes specific?
Roxy was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Hippie girl and Davis.
Yeah. She was interesting.
We didn't actually get to talk to her
Pet
much.
bunnies.
Yeah, she did. She had a really creepy pet bunny that stared at me when I woke up.
Yeah. Alright, next one.
How do you find a place to stay each night by Adam, grade 10?
I think we've answered that pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. It had been set just by phone callers and Google searching, and now it's going to be door to door.
Yeah, called some churches. The last couple of nights should have been awesome at getting, I think, at least 3 different places set up. Maybe a couple in the future. Had a really solid place to stay. Yeah, but tomorrow night we're just going to be in the middle of Utah somewhere, so we're all, hopefully, going to go door to door, knock knock, be like, hey, can we sleep on your front yard? And I guess as long as...
How are we planning that, by the way? Like, when we're stopping? Because I know I guess we're all going to meet in... Do we just all want to meet in
We
Baker?
always meet in Baker and then stick
And
together
then
after that.
stick together after
Okay,
that. All
we
right,
can do
that
that.
sounds good.
Yeah.
So it'll be difficult. Just be like, one person will stop and the other person can be like...
They'll be
"Where'd
inside.
where'd this
past
stop?
And we don't have cell phone
Right,
reception.
sunset.
Yeah, just keep on riding through the night.
But yeah, so check out couchsurfing.org, Google warm showers, one word. There's another thing called Help X we found out about. If you want to travel somewhere, work 4 or 5 hours a day, and live with some people.
Yeah, get room and board.
Yeah, or knock on doors. How did you prepare for this trip? I think we went over that one too. That's from Robin, grade 12.
Yeah, pretty much what we did and what we didn't do.
Yeah. Or I guess plan it mentally. I was actually real nervous about this trip the week before, right the week immediately beforehand, because I had to buy a bunch of food, which we might not even eat. Get the support stickers put in the car. Have the rack all ready, the car all ready. Move out of the house, move into another one for a bit. Unpack, repack. And yeah, just the uncertainty, because at that point we had 5 places to stay, first 5 couple nights. But I've been at peace with things since then. God's been real cool with providing a lot of stuff along the way. Been real solid. So that faith thing is tricky.
Alright. So the rest are, I don't know, have either of you guys seen Waldo?
We seen Waldo?
It's,
We saw an Austin parade. I saw an Austin parade. And
It was an Austin parade.
I probably saw Bigfoot in it though. Bigfoot was probably in that parade, or if not, the
Bigfoot could have been in El Dorado.
Yeah, he definitely could have
Easily.
been. There were a good number of signs that made me think that Bigfoot definitely lived there.
I mean, Nestle might have been in some of those lakes too.
Yeah.
They were really, really big, cold
They were
lakes.
really big, cold, and I'm sure they were deep. Atlantis, alas, we did not dive in any of the lakes,
We have.
and we didn't go swimming in the Pacific. So,
Have you seen any secret gardens or magical?
we did see
It's
some things.
pretty cool, like that one valley that I
Yeah.
did. I took a different route.
I
Just sort of like
Was that-
randomly met this
That
guy.
Lincoln Highway thing.
Yeah, he was like, I think he built the road. Can't really go this way, or he helped build it.
Wow.
There's just like this valley that. So I guess that's the hidden brand.
Yeah.
Hidden Valley. What is that? Some
Yeah.
kind of brand.
Yeah,
That
ranch
could be
dressing
the Hidden
in
Valley,
Valley
because there's,
Ranch
like,
That could be-
dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's not a
there's
silver
definitely
there.
been some really cool places that we've seen, like Diamond Valley in Eureka. We're outside Eureka.
Probably talking about that for too
A lot.
much the next week or so.
But there were definitely a lot of surprisingly green valleys in Nevada, which was not something I was expecting. I thought it was like, Vegas, dry and desert, which I mean most of it is, but there are some valleys that get more rain because of the way the mountains are arranged and stuff, and are much more green
Yeah,
than I thought they would be.
That's all for the questions so far.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts? Can't think of any.
Not really, I'm tired.
Yeah, this
Should
is
drink
now
some water.
10:30. This will probably take forever to upload, so we'll start that
It's
soon, and
about
hopefully
as big
you'll
as can
see
be.
it. So, take care.
Adios.